coming up. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. And quite a few players out of the lineup, taking a look at who's out for both teams.
A long list of injuries coming into this game. You look at all those names unavailable. Pretty daunting.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. The small and power forwards are Reza Shai and Johnson. Dyson Daniels is out there with Nikhil Alexander-Walker. And it's Okongwu in at the 5 spot. And for Philadelphia, in the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. George is out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Grimes in at the 3, the small forward. Teams are starting to hit their stride in this early portion of the NBA season, Tim. Do you feel like you've hit your broadcasting rhythm yet?
I'm getting there, Kevin. You're making it easy for me. It's unbelievable. It's like playing with a great point guard for a shooter. You can't make it any easier. I've got my game notes down. I'm feeling good, but honestly, I think it's going to take everybody a few weeks before we really feel like we're in midseason form.
Routine and rhythm are big parts, whether you're broadcasting or Tim on the floor.
Boy, Kevin, that is so true.
Now, here's Maxey. Turned in an outstanding game against Brooklyn. Drummond with a screen on Johnson. Good on the triple.
Well, that's a big part of Paul George's game. If he gets space from the three-point line, he is going to cook you.
Here's Reza Shai. He's guarded by Grimes. Here's Okongwu. And the layup's good off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Here's Edgecombe. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu. Greg, we know something every scout liked about B.J. Edgecombe was his raw physical ability.
Yeah, many felt he was already NBA ready in terms of his physique. He's fast, he's strong, and he can just leap out of the gym. No waiting for him to fill out. This guy is ready to go.
First free throw is good. And last season, Tim, Paul Millsap retired. He was an all-star in each of his 4 years in Atlanta.
Well, he helped guide the Hawks to the Eastern Conference Finals back in 2015. That team overachieved through chemistry, and this group hopes to do the same thing.
Second free throw, no good. And the Sixers last season, Tim, winning less than half as many games as had been projected.
Well, the injury bug completely derailed their season. And by the tail end of that year, a low win total was actually in their best interest because they were trying to ensure they retained their top 6 protected pick. Yeah, it's big for Tyrese Maxey's confidence when he's connecting from that deep because he is a volume shooter from the three-point line.
Reza Shai with it. He's guarded by Grimes.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Daniels against Maxey. Drummond with a screen on Daniels. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu.
I think of Andre Drummond as a big man's big man. He's a steadfast presence in the paint who really focuses on owning the backboard and attacking the rim.
Free throw good, Drummond. Even after pivoting towards their youth, GA the Hawks last season had an improved record.
Yeah, they traded away a bunch of rotation veterans, but the young fellas showed they were ready to step in, and this group didn't miss a beat.
Atlanta making a switch here. Gaze checked in. And both free throws good for Drummond. And one thing when a team underperforms like Philly did last season, Tim, they often bounce back.
Well, it always comes down to health, Kevin. If they have that, it feels like the East is wide open. They are going to have a chance to make some noise. The defense doing just enough there to affect that shot.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Pass to Maxey from downtown. Rebound by the Hawks.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
To the middle, here's Daniels. From down in the low post, it goes.
Yeah, it's one of his favorite spots right there. Daniels using his reach to get himself an easy bucket inside.
The 76ers leading by 3. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Kristaps Porzingis.
And you can see his scoring numbers trending down as time goes on. It's not what you want to see, but maybe it's just time to shift his approach a little and start looking for other ways to get points out there on the floor.
Here's Edgecombe. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game.
And with his strength, George is not your average swing player. He can get his in the paint.
And so it's Daniels who brings up the ball for Atlanta. On the wing, Johnson. Pass to Gay. 6 on the shot clock. Now Reza Shai. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. The 76ers leading. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Edgecombe with the steal. Outside, George knocks down the 3-ball. George has got his 3rd basket of the night.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
3-pointer, Daniels. Atlanta again missing.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
And George kicks to Maxey. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Maxey's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the 76ers. The Hawks trail by 11. Pass to Johnson. Johnson with a screen on Maxey. And there's the drive. Here's Reza Shai. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Well, he wanted to answer that 3 with one of his own. Unfortunately, he couldn't knock it down.
Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here is Daniels. Can they get it? And he sinks the layup.
Well, this is a tough combination that Daniels gives you. Strength and size in the backcourt.
And here are the 76ers now. 9-point game. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Atlanta. Offensive rebound. Here's George. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Atlanta shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. Now, Reza Shai. 11-point game his last outing. Pass to Gay. 3-pointer on the way. Cans it from downtown.
For 3.
And here's Maxey. 6 points for him. And here is Drummond. And Grimes has it in the corner. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
The Hawks trail by 9. Here's Alexander Walker. Hasn't made one yet. And there's the call on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Looking at Philadelphia, they took the win in their last game against the Nets in Brooklyn. Edgecombe with it. Outside, Maxey. The 76ers, another three.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
Shai with it. He's guarded by Grimes. Pass to Daniels. Another three for Atlanta.
And you see the competitiveness of Daniels. Saw the three on one end of the floor, and he had an answer.
Daniels against Maxey. Drummond the screen inside. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
The Hawks trail by 11. Now Daniels. He has 7. Pass to Gay. Now Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Alexander Walker. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
The 76ers leading by 8. Outside, Maxey. Over Daniels. Maxey, no good. Atlanta's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. So we're talking about Dyson Daniels here, Greg. Just how incredible a defender is this kid?
I mean, last season he came in second in terms of voting for Defensive Player of the Year. Led the league in steals. And this young man's just getting started. Figures to be a problem for a long time.
No good on that one.
One area of growth for Daniels, in general, he gets to the line more than he did earlier in his career. Very confident now in his offense these days.
And the 76ers making a change here. Arlo's checked in. And the second free throw, good. And last season's most improved player. And Tim, I know you like this guy, Dyson Daniels, a rising player.
Well, Kevin, he is an elite defender, already one of the best we have in this league, and he's just getting started.
Here's Alexander Walker. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Alexander Walker's got 5 points so far. Now, here's Maxey. He's got 9. Pass to Drummond. Here's Edgecombe. From outside, off the mark. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking it. Shai, so talented with the ball in his hands.
Here's Edgecombe. 23 points his last outing. Pass to Maxey. The 3. Rebound by Johnson.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And that one's good. Daniels.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
The 76ers have gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's ready to talk things through with them. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
There is nothing better than a big win on the road for team chemistry. It is something you can build on.
Jared McCain's checked in for Philadelphia. And how about a look now at the first-year block leaders in the NBA? Here are the top rookie intimidators. VJ Edgecombe is second.
And that ability to send shots away at the rim, so highly valued. It takes guts to put yourself in harm's way and contest those finishers.
Here's Grimes. Here's McCain. It's blocked, and they get it back. Pass to Edgecombe. 76ers moving the ball around. Just 4 to shoot. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond.
A moment now to see the numbers for Johnson. He's putting up about 16 points a game, 11 rebounds, and 6 assists. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively, and he has provided points pretty much every time they've needed him.
And the 76ers making a change here. Bonus checked in. Pass to Kennard. Fires the three. Rebound by the 76ers. Here's McCain. And nothing is falling for him right now. Atlanta's gone 4-7 from three-point range so far in the first. Here's Gay. He tries for three. That one no good. 1:56 left in the first quarter. And Edgecombe gets it to go.
A supreme athlete. Edgecombe can blow through the contact.
The Hawks trail. Pass to Krejci. Johnson outside. Here's Krejci. Still scoreless. The Hawks again can't hit. And a shift in the front office for the Atlanta Hawks this past summer. Tim, what do you think might have led to that pivot?
Well, Atlanta has missed the playoffs for 2 straight seasons, but their young pool of talent is demonstrating they've gotten some of these right.
.122 left to play in the first quarter. Lowry deciding where to go with it here. Going inside. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Shot clock at 2. Edwards can't hit. Atlanta with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run. Kennard, the pass to Krejci. Here's Gay. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
McCain sets a screen for Edwards. Off target with his 3. The Hawks shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. So they take the lead. And the Hawks lead by 2.
Well, you want those shots anytime you can get them. High percentage at the rim.
.29 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And here's George. 8 points for him. That 3 off the mark. Kennard against McCain. Newell, good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
Pass to Edwards. Back to Lowry. Launches a 3, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Dyson Daniels making things happen for the Atlanta Hawks. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. We'll return shortly. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, what are you thinking about their performance?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
They clearly wanted to be the more physical team, and they are setting the tone that way. I love the work.
On the court for Atlanta, they've got Toppin. He's out there with Newell. And Gay is in at the 5 down low. The Hawks leading. Pass to Krejci. Now here's Kennard. There's the screen. Shoots the 3. Rebound by the 76ers. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Toppin against George. And he gets it to go. Harlow's got the game tied up here for the 76ers.
Nice recognition by George to set up a teammate.
Atlanta's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Here's Krejci. McCain defending. The shot's good from Kennard.
Yeah, I love that. He comes off the pick and takes it right to the hole.
Philadelphia's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. McCain sends a screen for Gordon. Back to McCain. Outside for George. There's a screen. Lock at 6. Here's Barlow. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Continuing to impress as a playmaker. George's ability to facilitate an offense is one of his many strengths.
Pass to Krejci. Here's Toppin. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Justin Edwards. The Hawks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
No good on the free throw. You know, Tim, you look at everything that goes into preparing for an NBA game, there are a lot of moving parts there.
That's the part that fans don't really see, Kevin. So much goes in to preparation every single night, particularly to get ready for the start of the season.
How about just getting your body ready, game to game, week to week?
Well, it's not only maintaining from day to day, it's also preparing your body to go into a very long and grueling season.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. The 76ers have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks, Kevin. The Sixers, they want to get over the top. Joel Embiid said, I've accomplished everything individually, but there's one thing missing, which is to win a championship. We have to do whatever it takes to make sure that in the postseason, I'm healthy and as dominant as I've ever been. Back to you guys.
His health is key. Allie, we appreciate the report. Now, here's Toppin. Gay's shot is good.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Here's Edgecombe. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Johnson, he's checked in for Toppin. Alexander Walker comes in for Wallace. And Daniels subbed in for Kennard. Here's Daniels. He's got 11, and he gets the bucket.
And we're seeing everything Daniels can do tonight. He has taken over this game with his scoring.
Here's Edgecombe, defended by Alexander Walker. Lets it go from deep. And it's Daniels with the rebound. Daniels has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Krejci. He has yet to score. Outside Daniels. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Take a look at the Hawks. Solid start to the season so far, sitting in 6th place. And, of course, there's the 76ers. They're back in the 8th position.
And I think for the Hawks, they've fulfilled a lot of the promise they showed coming into the season. But they just haven't taken that next leap forward so many thought they might.
Well, I think that extra gear is coming, especially as we get further down the stretch, when you're trying to build momentum for a playoff run.
The 76ers again can't hit it.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
His efficiency throughout this game has really been something, and his team has been able to succeed in large part because of it.
For Atlanta, they have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
Shooting 1.
Daniels, no good on the free throw. And for over a decade in the NBA, Greg, Paul George was as scary a wing as you'd find.
Man, a two-way terror with elite size and athleticism. The Sixers paid him hoping for more of the same, but can he hold off Father Time?
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Back to Johnson. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And inside the paint, Johnson is becoming very consistent. He knows what angle to take.
The 76ers trail by 10. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Change here. Shai checked in. And a chance here to check out some stats for him.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
And here are the 76ers now, trailing by 10. As the 25th pick back in the 21 draft, Tim, what's enabled Quentin Grimes to really break through here recently?
It's pretty simple, Kevin. It's opportunity. He finally got that chance to be able to be free offensively, to show what his ceiling is, a much larger role offensively. Kind of reminds you of Jamal Murray a little bit, particularly now that he's got the green light.
So he's had the body, had the skills. It was just, as you're saying, the opportunity there to really capitalize.
Absolutely unencumbered on that end of the floor. It's amazing how guys can break through.
So, Tim, and I can see it in my mind's eye, you won that three-point contest back in '96. What's the key to success in that event in particular?
Oh, yeah, what a great night. And I think, Kevin, there's a few things. First, I just think you've got to have a short, compact release, because then you're not going to rush at the end to make sure you get all 25 balls up. But I also think part of it, for me, I got to shoot first after the warm-up introductions because I was still loose. I didn't have to sit there for 20 or 30 minutes during commercial breaks. I think that helped me win the title that night.
A little strategy. Johnson finds Alexander Walker. Poke loose. Drummond with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Grimes passes to Maxey. George sets a screen for Maxey. Hits it from three-point range. Maxey's got 12.
And you've seen Maxey elevate his game every single year. He has now turned into one of the game's premier scorers.
Here's Alexander Walker. He's coming off a 10-point game against Cleveland. Unloads from 13. The rebound by Paul George. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Maxey, they get the rebound. Right wing. The three. Rebound, Atlanta. Johnson's got 5 rebounds tonight. The Hawks leading by 6. After Shai. And here is Johnson. And he banks in the layup. Johnson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Here's Maxey. He's got 12. Over Daniels. Another miss by Maxey.
It's a tough stretch for him right now. He may want to find a different way to stay involved.
Daniels with the bounce pass. And it's Shai missing. The 76ers trail by 8. Here's Edgecombe. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
So fast and powerful. Edgecombe's drive, so explosive.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. And the basket by Krejci.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
76ers shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Maxey on the wing. And the 3 off target.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And with each miss, you can feel him pressing just a little bit more.
Here's Shai. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. That's good from Edgecombe on the assist by Drummond. And that's now 7 points here for P.J. Edgecombe. The Hawks leading by 6. And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
Get up and start moving with your mascot. Let's dance.
Edwards, he's checked in for Paul George. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Okongwu's checked in. Here is Daniels. He's got 15. Here's Alexander Walker. Okongwu, the pass to Alexander Walker. Maxey grabs the miss.
Well, that was a great challenge at the rim and a difficult adjustment to make.
And it's sent back by Okongwu. Here's Johnson, fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Hawks.
How about the ferocity we have seen from them on defense? I mean, they're looking to contest every shot that goes up.
Well, don't forget about their scoring in the open floor. They've been getting a lot of production on their break.
That's good from Johnson. As we canvass the league and look at the landscape, some tremendous young talent on the wing, Tim. Who might be the best wing player 5 years down the road, Seth?
Well, I'm looking at Anthony Edwards right now because of the skill, the athletic ability, and then the competitive desire. I think he wants to be great. You'd also look at guys like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, certainly. And then you've got a guy like Cade Cunningham in Detroit, who hasn't even started to scratch the surface.
Boy, you've made a great list of guys right there, for sure. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Now let's take a look at the teams that have been holding their opponents to the fewest points in the last 10 games. Fifth on the list, the 76ers.
I mean, they've been impressive on the defensive end, and they may have caught a few teams on off nights, but you've got to give them credit. They've made scoring a chore when you look at their opponents.
He misses the free throw.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And the 76ers making a change here. McCain's checked in. So he comes up empty at the line. The 76ers trail by 6. Over in the corner, Edgecombe. The 11-footer, Okongwu, grabs the board. Atlanta's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Daniels. Looks good. Is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Edgecombe, defended by Alexander Walker. And that one, good.
The shooters shoot, and he didn't quit. Much better performance this quarter.
Pass to Daniels. Back to Alexander Walker. Okongwu with a screen on McCain. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. The 76ers trail by 6. Down low, here's Edwards. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Edwards got his first points of the night.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Well, it was the Hawks winning their last game against Cleveland. McCain with the ball. 14 points from him the last game against Brooklyn.
And taking a look at some stats here for Daniels. His last 10 games, he's putting up 9 points a game, just over 5 steals and 4 rebounds. We know that he can come up with the occasional big play, but his overall numbers haven't been impressive.
Yeah, truthfully, I think his numbers are fine, but in talking to him, he thinks they should be even better.
And he Knocks down the first one. And the Hawks making a change here. Gay's checked in. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Atlanta leading by 3. Shai has done a lot to quiet the doubters after being the #1 overall pick in 2024.
Well, in a draft without a lot of star power at the top, the Hawks took the kind of prototype wing you can't have too many of them. And he has made good on that pick. My goodness, Johnson is quick off the floor, and he has a lot of power.
A minute 50 left in the first half. McCain up top. He's covered by Daniels. McCain's shot is off.
That is a missed opportunity. He'd love to have that one back.
Snatched away. And now Philadelphia on the break. Here's Grimes. Rebound by the Hawks. Johnson's got rebound number 8 now on the night. To the inside. Here's Gay, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And this kid, Shai, is a team-first kind of player, willing to give it up to the open man.
The 76ers trail by 7. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a nonstop parade to the foul line.
Walker's checked in for Philadelphia. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Atlanta. Pass to Walker. Inside. It's stolen by Johnson. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. And that one is good. And now a 9-point Hawks lead.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
And they are showing you why it's so important to get up the floor before the defense can set themselves.
51 seconds left in the first half of the game. McCain's shot is off.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Here's Daniels. 17 points in the game. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Got a piece of Daniels with the steal. Pass to Alexander Walker. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Johnson, and it's sent back by Drummond.
Not letting that one fly. Drummond using his height and wingspan to deny the shooter.
And there's the call on Shai. That's foul number 2 for him.
He better be careful now. That's 2 on him, and the last thing you want to see is for him to pick up his 3rd before the half ends.
Here's Grimes. Offensive struggles continue, missing again from deep three-point land. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And that does it for the first half of play. Hawks lead by 12. And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
I'm here with Coach Quinn Snyder, and Coach, you're getting stops in the first half. What do you attribute to that?
Well, we're playing hard, scrambling, picking up our effort, trying to be precise and disciplined and talk, and we're not resting on our laurels at any point.
Hopefully you can remain active on the defensive end in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie. And folks, don't go away. Halftime is here, and we'll be right back with you after this break.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're measuring up that shot. Let's hear it for the participants.
Welcome, everybody. It may be early on in the season, but not too early to take a full assessment of the Eastern Conference standings.
You know, right now for the Hawks, they've had a great start to the season as we thought they might. They play together, they play for one another, they're well coached. This team is a team to watch for the rest of the year.
And let's move on now to those first two quarters. Talk about a tough start for the 76ers.
When you have fewer possessions than your opponent, your chances decrease. They have to find a way to rebound in the second half.
SOF, capital T, soft. I get mad watching them play.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game, Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Nice game. Great performance by Dyson Daniel.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
The 76ers trail by 12. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Quentin Grimes out there with George, and it's Drummond in at center. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half.
Once Drummond gets the ball there, you can kiss it goodbye.
Atlanta's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Now, Alexander Walker. Drives to the hoop. Okongwu down low. Working on Drummond. Now a chance to see the NBA leaders in steal. With on the west, Dyson Daniel.
And he's been a rock for them defensively. Just so many steals for him this year, and so many of them have been in key moments for his team.
Now, here's Maxey. Drummond with a screen on Daniel. And here's Maxey outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Maxey's got it back down to single digits for the 76ers. Daniels a screen on Maxey. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's Edgecombe. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Well, all systems go here early on. That's 3 in a row since Jump Street.
The Hawks leading by 5. Here's Shai, and looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Well, it's really turned around for him because he really took care of the ball in the first half.
And the Hawks making a change here. Gaze checked in. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Maxey against Daniel. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
This is the second half start they were hoping for. 4 straight field goals out of the gate.
Shai with it. Johnson outside. Now Shai. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. They get it again. And it's Drummond missing. The Hawks leading. Here's Alexander Walker. He has 7. Daniels passes to Alexander Walker. Johnson with a screen on Maxey. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. And so it's Daniels who brings up the ball for Atlanta. Searching for that first bucket here in the third. Here's Daniels. 20 points for him. Johnson sets the screen for Shai. The Hawks again can't hit.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
Here's Grimes. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
At a moment to check out Tyrese Maxey here. Just an incredible month of basketball. He's averaging 30 points, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
Yeah, I agree. The pieces fall into place when he is finding people. The offense looks visibly sharper.
First one falls for him. No free throws, good from Grimes. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks a lot. Jalen Johnson, great in the two-man game, and he talked about how he operates off the pocket pass. He said, quote, "It's simple. You got to read before the catch. Point 5, quick decisions. Just how quarterbacks have progressions with receivers, I have progressions in the pocket, and I read those." Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you.
Applause for your Sixers, ENT.
To Alexander Walker. Now Shai. Back to Alexander Walker. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there.
Ugh, ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
And it's Drummond missing. The Hawks have gone 0 of 4 from the field in the second half. Yet to find the mark. Here's Johnson. Rebound by the 76ers. George has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And Philadelphia making a change here. Arlo's checked in. And the 76ers with possession. 11 unanswered points for him, and they take the lead. 16 points here for P.J. Edgecombe.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And here's Daniels. 20 points for him. Shai sets the screen for Daniels. From outside the arc. And Shai, a bucket on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Philadelphia with the ball. They're on a 13-3 run. Maxey on the wing. There's a good screen. A 3-ball. Atlanta with the rebound. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Pass to Alexander Walker. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots from the corner. It's hauled in by George. George has got 7 rebounds in the game.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And the Hawks with possession here. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. The 3 from Johnson. Alexander Walker on the wing. Traps in the tray. Alexander Walker's got 10 points.
And that's his second three-pointer tonight.
Here's Barlow. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Philadelphia. On Tuesday, they'll host the Washington Wizards. And then on Thursday, they'll take on Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors.
And for the matchup with the Lakers, you know they're going to be amped up for that one. And they'll need to be. That's going to be one tough game for that group.
Shai with it. He's guarded by Grimes. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Jared McCain's checked in for Maxey.
Now in for Philadelphia, number 20, Jared McCain.
'76ers on defense. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Outside Daniel. In for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
The effectiveness of that jump shot has come a long way for Dyson Daniels. The Australian looking better with each season.
Pass to Barlow. To the paint. And right there is the list of rookie assist leaders for the last 10 games. It's been all about team play for this group lately. 3rd, VJ Edgecombe.
And doing a great job of finding his teammates, just making some highlight reel passes these past few weeks.
That free throw missing.
Yeah, and once again, we're seeing this team struggle at the line, and each miss adds pressure.
Good on the second free throw.
Well, you want to talk about upside. VJ Edgecombe has as much as anyone in this class, except for maybe the top pick, Cooper Flag.
Here's Alexander Walker. He's got 10, and the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
And one thing about this league we know, momentum can change in an instant.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
They've been running away from the defense all game. I mean, loads of points here off the fast break, and the opposition just hasn't been able to adjust to that aggressive play style.
And I'd say offensive rebounding has also been a big factor as well. And not just getting the boards, but more importantly, converting those into second chance points.
Now, here is George. He's got 8. Pass to Grimes. Out to the right wing. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. 6 to shoot. To the middle. Here's Barlow. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got his 5th assist in this one. Here's Krejci. From past the arc, bangs home the trifecta. Krejci's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And Jim, this is year 2 of that 4-year, $211 million contract for Paul George.
And when he's been healthy, Kevin, he has shown himself to be one of the best swingmen in the game. But now he's in his mid-30s, and this can be the point where players often start to wear down.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Three-pointer. Drills the three-pointer. Krejci's got the lead up to 13 now for the Hawks.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Edgecombe with it. He's got 17. They set the pick. George in the post. Makes it off the glass. George has got 10.
Well, that makes his night a little bit easier when Paul George gets a look like that inside.
And the Hawks with possession. They're on a 17-5 run here. Here's Shai. He's guarded by Grimes. Over to the wing. Back to Shai. Shot clock at 6. Launches from deep. It's hauled in by George.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's a very good shooter, but from that distance, his percentages go down.
And it's time for an injury report.
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer for the 76ers let me know the status. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. And from the sound of it, nothing to play with, but guys, nevertheless, seems like he's planning to give it a go. Back to you.
Thanks, Allie. We appreciate the update.
Unfortunately, that's not a walk-it-off type of situation. That's just tough. You know, it didn't look good when we saw him go down.
Buries it from three-point range.
That's his first from distance this half, which gives him 3 for the night.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Yeah, they needed to call one there. They're forcing the issue, and it's leading to ugly turnovers.
Drummond's checked in for Philadelphia. And a change for the Hawks. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Zachary Shai. Here's Krejci. He's guarded by Grimes. And a wide open look for Daniels. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
And that's a really important shot for Daniels. This team needs him to shoot the ball with confidence.
Now McCain. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Pass to Drummond. This one for 3. The 76ers, another 3.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
The Hawks leading by 9. Kennard, the pass to Krejci. Here is Daniels. Gonna go that time. Good D by Drummond. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Pass to Edgecombe. Here's Barlow. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Here's Krejci. He's guarded by Grimes. In the corner, Daniels. Back to Kennard. Just 5 to shoot. For 3. Barlow grabs the rebound. The 76ers trail by 7. 1:31 left in the third quarter. Pass to Drummond. The fader. Offensive rebound. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
The 76ers have made 8 of their 12 free throws in this game.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Bonus checked in, and it's Edwards in for Quentin Grimes. Then for the Hawks, Johnson comes in for Alexander Walker, and Wallace subbed in for Dyson Daniels.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Here's Krejci, 8 points for him. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Barlow's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's McCain. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. McCain's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, that is nice poise by McCain that time. There was a lot of size in that paint, but it did not deter him.
Here's Kennard. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. On the wing, Johnson. Back to Kennard. Johnson sets the screen for Kennard. Trains the three-pointer. Kennard's got 5 points so far.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Here's McCain. There's the screen. Here's Bona. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup. Bona's got his first points in this one. "20 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Krejci. It's deflected. Here's McCain. Pass to Barlow. Over Johnson. The shot misses. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Hawks ahead, up 3. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this way?
Yeah, the pass was so effective. Great job moving the ball with purpose.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court for Atlanta, we've got Wallace. Johnson is out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Krejci in at the point guard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kennard for 3. Trains it from beyond the arc.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Over in the corner, Edward. That ball's nice feed that time from George. George has got his 6th assist on the night. Atlanta leading by 3. Wallace the pass to Kennard. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Pass to McCain. Here is Edwards. Wallace covering. And he drives in. Now, here's Johnson. Good work there as it goes. And it's an 8-point Hawks lead.
Everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Here's McCain. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Another three for Philadelphia.
And McCain looking wise beyond his years right there. That is great ability to utilize that screen and roll.
Here's Krejci. McCain defending. Now here's Kennard. Johnson with a screen on Walker. Kennard's shot is off. Outside, George. Pass to McCain. Another three for Philadelphia.
Yeah, McCain right now is hot, and he is nailing those threes at a high rate.
And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here's Krejci. Hawks passing it around. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. McCain with the ball. Pass to Edwards. George looking around. Here's the screen. Down low. Here's Boner. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got assist number 8 here in this one already. And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page.
Attention everybody out there. Now coming on the court, your Sixers BNP. Let me hear you. Big score.
And the 76ers with some changes. Quentin Grimes is checked in for Jabari Walker. Edgecombe comes in for Edwards. And Maxey subbed in for Jared McCain. Reza Shai, he's checked in for Atlanta. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, Quinn Snyder had some words for his team over the break. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, "We're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall." Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Now here's Wallace. To the left side wing. 6 on the shot clock. And that one's good. Reza Shai. And the Hawks lead by 3. Philadelphia's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far. Here's Maxey. Over Wallace. Atlanta with the rebound. Johnson's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Krejci. And he makes that one.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Drummond's checked in.
Krejci at the line for 1.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Maxey attacking. Lays it up and bunks it in. Maxey's got 19 points.
Man, look at that burst that time by Maxey, changing gears to get it done.
Atlanta leading by 6. Wallace outside. And here's Kennard with the step back. Pass to Reza Shai. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
Here's Maxey. Knocked away and taken away by Wallace. And now in transition is Wallace. Here we go. And the shot goes down. And now an 11-point Hawks lead.
They start that play with aggressive defense, finish with aggressive offense.
And that's why coaches hate live ball turnovers. Quite often, they lead to great opportunities the other way.
Here's Maxey after the basket by Atlanta. To the wing right side. No one near Edgecombe as he lets it fly. And the three ball is good.
Locked and loaded. Edgecombe firing at will.
Wallace outside. Here's Krejci. And it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Now Maxey. Drummond with a screen on Wallace. Pass to Drummond.
And you look at the size and athleticism. Once Drummond gets the ball in there, it's game over.
At the line for Philadelphia, Andre Drummond, taking 2 shots.
No good on that one. And the Hawks making a change here. That one is no good. And here's Atlanta. They're on a 15-5 run here. Here's Shai. He's covered by Maxey. Outside, George. Pass to Edgecombe. Outside, Maxey. Connects from three-point range. Maxey's got 5 points in the quarter.
That's beautiful right there by Maxey. You can play him off the ball or on the ball. Tyrese will find a way to beat you.
Here's Daniels, the 10-footer. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Now, here's Maxey. Tight defense on him. Three-pointer. The 76ers, another 3.
And what I love about his performance tonight, he started slow, but he refocused at halftime, and he has really picked it up.
Alexander Walker with the ball. He's covered by Maxey. Okongwu kicks to Daniels. Back to Okongwu. The three-pointer, no good.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
Here's Edgecombe. The trade. They get the rebound. And Drummond is right there. And now just a 2-point Hawks lead.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
Outside Daniel. Count the basket. Daniels has got 9 points here in the second half.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Here's Edgecombe. Outside, Maxey. Clock at 6. Drummond sets the screen for George. And it's Daniels with the rebound. Daniels has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Alexander Walker with the ball. The 8-footer. And Daniels with the nice bucket inside. And it's a 6-point Atlanta lead.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
To the middle. Ball's not loose. And stolen by Okongwu. Alexander Walker with the ball. Maxey covering. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Hawks, Nickeil Alexander-Walker. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And he's good on the second. Now, here's Maxey. And with a bigger responsibility, Tim, the efficiency numbers for Tyrese Maxey taking a bit of a dip.
Well, they certainly have, but they've gone from great to just good enough. But I think, Kevin, as he gets more help and more guys come back from injury, those numbers will recover.
They sure will. And the first one at the line is good. Another young rising player in this league who's learning as he goes along is Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, he continues to get more responsibility on his plate, and I think as he starts to embrace that leadership role a little bit more and become more vocal, I think then you're going to start to see Philly really do some great things.
Yeah, maturing before our eyes.
And I think what people love the most about Tyrese Maxey is the enthusiasm he plays with. He always seems to be smiling and having fun out there.
Alexander Walker with the ball. He's covered by Maxey. Alexander Walker passes to Johnson. Back to Alexander Walker. A three-pointer off the mark. The 76ers trailed by 5. Maxey deciding where to go with it. There's the 3. Get the line. And Drummond is right there.
And answering the call, Andre Drummond giving this team some huge buckets down the stretch.
Now, Alexander Walker. And that one drops.
Well, he has dictated the tempo this entire quarter, getting basically whatever he wants offensively.
Philadelphia with the ball. Here's Edgecombe. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
Atlanta ball.
The Hawks leading by 5. And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately.
Fans, a big round of applause for your dance team.
And here's Daniels. Gets it to go. Down low.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Here's Maxey. They set the pick. And get the three.
Yeah, I think he forced that a little bit there. Should have tried for a higher percentage look from the three.
Outside Daniel. It's in there.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Well, the volume has been there, but so has the efficiency, which is why they're in control of this game.
Maxey. Here's Grimes, guarded by Shai.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
And the Hawks making a change here. Gaze checked in.
At the line for Philadelphia, Quentin Grimes. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that brings them within 8. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in.
Well, I'm sure he wanted to hit all of them, but he was still able to chip away a little bit more at this lead.
Yeah, easy call.
Shooting for Atlanta, Daniel. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 9. Both free throws good from Daniels. Maxey with it. 1:24 left in the fourth quarter. Shot from 16. And it's off.
And he can't let that get to him. He should have made it, but he's got to focus on the next one.
Now Johnson. Now Daniels. Here's Shai. 6 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. Right side Daniels. Here's Johnson. Takes the 3. That one is off. Edgecombe with it. Lets loose a 3. And down goes the 3. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
Looking like your classic wing. Zachary Shai is 6'8", long, and can hit threes. A real modern swing man.
Shooting for Atlanta, Shai. Taking 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that stretches their lead to 8. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Yeah, anything they do at this point is going to be futile. Too little, too late.
So it's Atlanta with the W. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Dyson Daniels.